sometimes, you know, girls that aren't enough muscle, if they have the shape and they present themselves well, they'll get picked. So you never know. You never know. I know I present myself well. I know I have a great shape. I have a good presentation overall. My look always comes through with.
Alright guys, it is Monday. If you don't know, I have Sundays and Mondays off of work completely. Tuesdays I have semi-off. I mean, not really. I do virtual client sessions and then I do my online clients on Tuesdays. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm in my studio. I'm making a batch of protein ice cream to have for later today. Yeah, I'm about to take my supplements and make some food. So, usually on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays, I just kind of have some intuitive eating. I do keep track of my calories to make sure I don't go over a certain amount, but that's pretty much it. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, I am on a specific meal plan, and those are my training days. So I have 4 days where I'm on like a specific meal plan, and 3 days where I just kind of keep track of everything, and make sure like I hit a certain protein goal, carb goal, fat goal, calorie goal. And that kind of gives me a little bit more flexibility in my life, especially in this improvement season, because I wanted just a little bit more variety of things, because going into contest prep, I am very set, like meals on a schedule, same foods, everything same. That way I can make sure I keep continuing to get my goal. But anyway, I'm going to take my supplements, make my breakfast for today, get my protein ice cream ready to go for my Ninja Creamy, and I'll check back in with you guys in a bit. What's up, guys? So I thought I would do a little Q&A with my coach, who is also my boyfriend. He has been on my channel before, Buffy Get Down. Ryan Walters, who is a 212 IFBB pro. He has actually been my coach since I first started competing, so he's got a lot of knowledge and background behind him. So we're just going to do a little coaches Q&A with both of us and the kids, I guess, on some off-season stuff, since I am in off-season / improvement season, rolling into week 5. This isn't anything particular towards me. This is just kind of a general overview and some questions about off-season as it is. So first question is, why is off-season more important than a contest prep?
If you want to be your best, they're both important. There's just different goals. Off-season, majority of the time, it's build muscle and or improve on your weaknesses, which is usually muscle. Contest time, you're trying to strip off the body fat. But off season is where the improvements are made, where most of the growth is made. So,
yeah, I as a coach would agree with that. Off season / improvement season is just what it says. It means you're off of contest prep and you're trying to improve on either particular areas or body parts or just your physique overall. So how do you approach an off-season plan for someone coming out of a contest prep, specifically a female? Do you think there's any difference in male or female?
A lot of variables in that question, but if the person was in shape and at their best, then you're going to go through a rebound, and meaning the body is just a sponge of nutrients, and you can gain a good amount of muscle in 4, 6, 8 weeks. So if the person didn't get wasn't at their best, or for whatever reason wasn't in shape, then probably don't want to do too much of a rebound or any at that point. So just a lot of, it just depends on that client, really, which route you go.
So would you say for someone, or do you think it's client specific, where you would just slowly increase calories, or would you just increase calories off the bat?
Client based.
Like
How much calories?
Yeah, like for me, I know we just immediately start increasing calories. But I know for some of your clients, you have to take.
Yeah, but I may, yes, I may add 250 calories a day right out of the bat. Somebody else, I may, 125 or just slow back off the cardio, and they're still eating their diet.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's very client specific
So it's kind of like
to how you approach that. Really, you need to go through a full contest prep and then roll into an off season with someone before you can even determine that.
Hey, I mean, the number one thing, the best route, rebound. That's an amazing thing.
What about training and cardio?
After contest?
Yeah. Do you keep the training and cardio the same, or do you just try to reduce it?
Probably a little bit more reduced. Most definitely reduced. Either volume, meaning maybe they were doing 4 or 5 exercises, now they're only going to do 3. Cardio, heaven forbid, if they were doing 2 hours, well, they may go to 230s for the first week, and then maybe 130 the rest of the time. Client based again, a lot of variables, but the perfect storm. Just lower the volume a little bit and let the body repair with nutrients, because at that time your body's a sponge and it's going to suck up those nutrients. Again, that's the perfect storm, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. Again, it's very client specific. Like most of the time with my clients, their training plan will change, their cardio will start getting reduced, and it'll get a little bit lower and lower over time until we find like that happy medium. And rolling into that, what are your thoughts on cardio in the off season? Do you think it's necessary?
Yes, I think cardio in the off season is necessary 99% of the time. I just think there's a lot of benefits. One, health, cardiovascular, train your heart, your heart's muscle. 2, it keeps the water down. I think it helps repair, recuperation, blood flow, just a lot of benefits. And I'm not talking about hours. If we're talking bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking some marathon or Ironman, well.
No, we're talking bodybuilding.
Yeah, okay.
So
I think yes, 99.9. Maybe you have, I don't know, maybe you have some health issue, a joint issue. Maybe, I'm talking knee, back. Even at that, though.
But for you said because you have to eat so much food in the off season, you think it helps you eat more.
Yeah, that's another thing. For me, I guess I should use me as an example. One, I think it keeps the water down. 2, it keeps my metabolism going. And if I don't do cardio, then I don't have a real big appetite to begin with. So I got to do some cardio to increase my appetite. I know that sounds crazy maybe, but that's just what I've learned I have to do. And let's be real, I want to stay fairly lean year round.
Yeah.
So,
and I think for me, it helps keep my body fat lower. So, which can only help me moving into a contest prep.
Right, I don't have to do 2 hours for 12 weeks to get in shape.
Yeah. What is the biggest mistake you see made in an off season? People going out of control.
One, not checking your progress. Just throwing stuff out there.
So you mean not checking in with your coach?
Well, I mean, if you have a coach, if you don't have a coach, checking in with yourself, either by pictures or a log of weight, some way to check your progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then the variables: should I up the food? Should I down the food? Should I up the cardio? Should I down the cardio?
Like for me, I check in with him, even though we live together. I still put on my suit and I check in with him, like most of his clients, every 2 weeks. So I did my first check-in 2 weeks ago. So I'll be checking in again this week.
Biggest mistakes. Probably thinking you can get away with eating more junk than you really can.
Yeah, and I've been a victim of that.
Subbing stuff for not so good of stuff.
There was one year, I'll just give you an example. There was one year I was like, I'm bulking. I'm in an off season. And I was eating like Subway every day. Not just like a foot-long Subway with baked chips and a cookie. And I was like, I'm bulking. Yeah, don't do that shit. Don't do it. It was bad. It turned out real bad. I had to work hard in that contest prep because I trained hard still, but I ate shit. I think that's what I would say.
Okay.
Stick to your plan. Stick to your off-season plan, whatever that looks like. Along with that, speaking of that, do you think people can have more flexibility in an off-season?
I know we keep saying this phrase, client-based, but I'm going to say client-based, and then I'm going to give you the options, or say that question again.
Can people have more flexibility in an off-season? I would say within reason.
It depends on kind of goal and body fat. And
well, like if I come into you and it's a check-in and you're like, have you stuck to the plan? And I'm like, 2 days out of the week I had 2 cookies. You're probably going to be like, whatever, move on. But if I come in and I say, I ate a jar of peanut butter.
Yeah, then we got
a problem.
What's up, guys? It is Thursday. This week has kind of not gone as planned. Ryan and I have tried to do the off-season coaches Q&A, and we just keep fucking up. My battery keeps dying, so we keep having to redo it over and over. I'm going to try to get it again tonight. We'll see how that goes. I've had this cough, and I'm coughing up phlegm, and it's like I've got like a semi-headache, but I'm not sick. Like, I don't feel bad. Like, it's like I have a cold or a sinus infection without all the other symptoms. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I took the last of my meloxicam this morning. My left knee is still kind of like making that noise. Really hoping by the end of the month it gets better. I'm really ready to start like a more intense training plan with more squats, lunges, leg presses. I need to put some mass on my lower body. And while the glute workouts are great, they've been going well. I definitely feel them. I need like more overall size in general. So it's the theme of my life. But anyway, guys, so yeah, I've had this cough. It kept me up all night last night. Like, other than, like, I don't feel great, but I'm pretty sure that's just because I slept like trash because I was literally coughing all night long. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I've got kind of a little bit more of a relaxed day today. I've got FaceTime clients this morning. So I've got 2 FaceTime clients and an opposing client. Then I'm going to head into the studio. I'm going to work on scheduling for next week, and then I'm going to do my training. And then I've got clients from like 3:15 to like 6:30 tonight. So, I just don't feel great. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm really hoping that I can get this coach's Q&A done and nailed down. I even bought like a microphone for my camera, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how this goes. And hopefully my effing battery doesn't die again. What's up, guys? So it is now Sunday, October 8th. This video did not go as planned, but I'm going to get this edited and posted anyway. I figure something is better than nothing. I had a coach's Q&A planned with my coach Ryan, who is also my boyfriend. We did it like 3 times, and each time my battery died. And I kept replacing batteries, and it didn't turn out. So I have half of a Q&A on here before my battery died. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave that in here. I'm going to post that. And then on the next video, we'll have like the full Q&A with additional questions and stuff like that. But we'll just kind of go over everything again. So I tried to get like some different content, and then I don't know, like my batteries just kept dying. And I bought like 3 new batteries, charged them, put them in, and then they only lasted like 15 minutes and they were dead. So I wouldn't even say 15 minutes. I don't even know that our Q&A was 15 minutes, but yeah, I don't know what the problem was, but I've got like extra charger, 3 extra batteries. All of them were just like dying. So anyway, that's where we're at. So sorry that there's just not a lot of exciting content in this video. But like I said, I figure something is better than nothing. I did do a check-in Friday, and I had a busy Friday. I just got up, did my check-in, was getting going, and then I realized I didn't even video the check-in. So I don't have that for you guys to post. And I'm not doing another check-in for like 2 weeks. Probably actually like 3 weeks, because I may actually do one this weekend, because the following weekend we're going to be in Chattanooga for the last show in Tennessee, which is the Night of Champions. So let me just kind of fill you guys in on what went on. So my weight went up 3 pounds. So I went from like, what was I? 136? I was like almost 137 2 weeks ago, and then I went up to 139 and a half. But I did have a cheat meal on Thursday night before I checked in on Friday. So I've been wanting to try the new Chick-fil-A pimento cheese and honey sandwich. Ryan had stopped by Chick-fil-A and he got me one with some fries, so I had that the night before my check-in. I did weigh Saturday morning, and I was only up a pound. So we're just keeping everything the same. Nothing's changing with my food. Nothing's changing with my training or my cardio. And we're going to see what this next kind of week brings. And if nothing changes again, then we'll probably up my food a little bit more, possibly. I don't really know that I want to. I'm pretty happy and satisfied with everything. So I don't know. We're going to figure that out and we'll go from there. But there's a quick kind of off-season check-in update for you guys. So that's kind of where we're at with things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that this video just had a lack of good content in it, but I'm working on it, so just bear with me.